Okay, we'll give the band a break while we consider ways to lighten up and the benefits of lightening up. Norman Cousins did a lot of research on how to regain his health, and he did it both in his personal life. He withstood several episodes that likely kill people, but he withstood those, and his magic prescription was, seriously, this is what Cousins did to regain his health. When he couldn't sleep at night, because of the pain, he'd get up and he'd watch at least 10 minutes of the Marx Brothers. And he found that the belly laugh that they produced for him would allow him to get back to sleep and sleep solidly for a couple of hours. I should try that technique when I have insomnia. But it's interesting the beneficial effects that humor have in our life, because laughter is therapeutic. And there have been any number of studies that have been done in recent years that prove that laughter and lightening up is beneficial to your health. Whether you are deathly ill or in the prime of health, you can improve your health by experiencing laughter. Laughter is therapeutic. Fun is therapeutic. We should all have more of it in our lives. And we should have adventure. Claude Monet, the artist, wrote, "Every day I discover more and more beautiful things. It's enough to drive one mad. I have such a desire to do everything, my head is bursting with it." Imagine being in that state, or perhaps remember times when you have been in that state, when your imagination is just running wild and there just aren't enough hours in the day to satisfy your imagination because your head is bursting with it. Now, Monet is one of the greatest painters ever. Scores and scores of beautiful paintings, and this is just one illustration of his style. But I'm willing to bet that he has just as many paintings, or created just as many paintings, that didn't work. You know, these days they X-ray famous paintings, and half the time they find some other unrelated painting underneath. The artist decided that painting wasn't worth the canvas it was painted on. So they did something different. And that's what life is like. When your imagination is bursting with all these wonderful things to do them. And some of them will make you gloriously happy, and some not so much. Well, forget those. Move on to the next idea that's bursting in your mind. The writer Ray Bradbury said, "Life is trying things to see if they work." It's like the scientific method, right? We just try things and we see what works. Let's not be afraid to try things. And the ones that don't work, hey, we've learned that they don't work. It's like what Edison said after inventing the light bulb. Somebody asked him, how many tries it took, and he claimed 10,000. It was really more about 1,000. And he said, "Oh, that must have been depressing." And he said, "No, I just learned 1,000 things that don't work." Right? That's how we should be. Oh, that didn't work. Let me try something different. Whether it's my trying to edit video on a computer, or whether it's like dealing with someone in my life. Okay, that works great. I'll remember that. That one doesn't work. I'll remember that. And we get to move on. We get to try the things that we want to try. And when we do them with good humor, they all work better for us. And the things that we try and the things that we work make a difference in the world. Whether it's some painting or piece of art that you're creating, or it's a video that I'm working on, or it's whatever your imagination says, let's try this. It makes a difference in the world. I like what the Dalai Lama had to say. If you think you are too small to make a difference, try sleeping with a mosquito. Those little things can make a difference, right? Okay, well, there might be some other experiment that I would rather do with something small to try to make a difference than sleep with a mosquito. We take life too seriously. I get a mosquito bite and it can drive me crazy. So what? It's a mosquito bite. It itches. So what? What real difference does it make? By next week, I'll have totally forgotten that I ever had that mosquito bite or a series of them or whatever it is, whatever those little annoyances are. We tend to take life way too seriously. I like what Oscar Wilde said. He said, life is too important to be taken seriously. Think about that. It's much too important to be taken seriously. When we take it too seriously, and I think we usually do, when we take it too seriously, we destroy the imagination, we destroy the humor, we destroy the life itself. We take things far too seriously. So, I'm going to suggest that you make a Post-it note to yourself every day. Lighten up. Lighten up. Whether that's watching Marx Brothers movies, or for me it might be an old Cary Grant comedy, or for you it may be what's on YouTube. There's lots of hilarious stuff out there. I tried to pick something to show this morning, but the internet wouldn't cooperate with me. So we'll do that next week. And there's always a next week. There's always a next time. But it's time to lighten up. So here's my challenge to you. Are you willing to do what Norman Cousins did, even if you don't have insomnia and even if you're not sick? Are you willing to take 10 minutes a day to lighten up? To watch the Marx Brothers, or do something that you find hilarious, something that gives you great joy. Just 10 minutes a day. I did the arithmetic. It's like a fraction of 1% of your day. 10 minutes. And you will find, as I have, that if you take the time to lighten up, to find something fun, joyous to do, even for the smallest period of time, it makes a difference. It makes a difference. I was recently at Kaiser, for a routine thing, and they always take your blood pressure, and the doctor said, hey, your blood pressure is really good. It's much better than it used to be. And I said, hey, it's been good the last 3 times I've been here. And she said, to what do you attribute that? And I said, well, exercise and a better diet. And I realize now I should have said, and having more fun. And having more fun. It absolutely lowers one's blood pressure. E. Cummings said, the most wasted of all days is one without laughter. I mean, think about that. If at night you go to sort of rate your day, well, did I have a good day? And if one of the questions you ask yourself is, did I laugh? That will change your life if you make it a goal to laugh. So to close, take your 10 minutes every day and live like someone left the gate open. Because you know what? They did leave the gate open. Namaste.